Tonight, 3 teenage best mates killed in a horror smash in the Dandenongs. Prison still in lockdown as the Premier vows to get tough on rioters. A motorcyclist dies while trying to flee police. $5 million worth of ice found inside children's toys. Federal Parliament sets a date to vote on same-sex marriage. And Victoria's first female governor gets down to work.
This is 9 News with Peter Hitchiner.
Good evening. A tight-knit community in the Dandenong Ranges is mourning the loss of 3 teenagers killed when their out-of-control car slammed into trees at Avensley. Incredibly, one of the passengers survived and has been released from hospital. Dougal Beattie
here's someone never lost for words, and I've known him for years. Tony Jones looking ahead to sport.
Good on you, Pete. Thanks for that. Pressure's on here. Among our stories, them fighting words. Nathan Buckley sends an ominous warning to Hawthorn ahead of their Friday night showdown.
It's not supposed to be a comfortable place for the opposition to be when you go out and play.
The Demons bottom end of the ladder, but top end this weekend. Darren Crocker not ready to hand the reins of the Roos over just yet.
It's business as usual. He's basically said, that I'm still in charge.
Kids on parade and not one afraid of the bogeyman. The Aussie cricketer, Ashes or Contiki tour. And as Nick prepares for another big night, the fashion police pounce on Eugenie. That's all coming up a little later, Pete.
OK, thank you, Tony. And in the news ahead, the death toll from Indonesia's crashed military plane soars. 2 cars go up in flames after a Mount Eliza collision. The new device keeping an eye on diabetic children. And the A-list divorce that stunned Hollywood. 2 cars have burst into flames after a collision on the Nepean Highway at Mount Eliza. A man in his 70s was taken to the Alfred Hospital in a stable condition. Another patient was treated at the scene. Fire crews extinguished the blaze after 10 minutes. It's unclear what caused the crash.
Now returning with sport, Tony Jones.
Thanks, Pete. Hello again. Coming up, Brodie Grundy to make his return for the Magpies as Nathan Buckley warns the Hawks to brace for a rugged Friday night. Also, the Kangaroos are told, don't poke the bear. And the bra strap that caused a kerfuffle at Wimbledon.
This sports report brought to you by Cadbury Favourites. What to bring when you're told not to bring a thing.
Collingwood coach Nathan Buckley has hinted at a fiery old affair with Hawthorn in Friday night's blockbuster at the MCG. Buckley's taken close note of the Hawks' unsociable tactics and says his side is ready to hit them head on.
Livinia Nixon's back with us. Will it be another mild night, Livinia?
Yes, it will, Pete. That sunshine we had this afternoon warmed things up and now some more cloud has moved in. So perfect conditions for a mild night. But it won't be nearly as nice tomorrow. There's even the chance of hail. I'll have the details after the break.
Tonight's weather report brought to you by comparethemarket.com.au. Compare health insurance and see how much you could save.
Hello again. Well, July got off to a great start. After a warm overnight low of 10 degrees, the sun came out around lunchtime and we warmed up to 15 just after 1 p.m. The winds were a little stronger than yesterday, so it did feel colder. And that cloud cover last night kept things warmer than expected right around the suburbs. Even Mount Dandenong, where a low of 3 was forecast, got a little higher than that with 6, which is not too bad for this time of year. The northwesterlies were brisk, but quite a few spots reached 15 degrees. It was very cold across the north of the state this morning, -3 at Kyabram, and temperatures were well below freezing in the Alps, which is good news for the resorts. The southwest corner was the only place that saw any rain. There's a wide band of cloud across the southwest of the country at the moment, which is cooling things down a little in Perth, which has just recorded the warmest June on record. In the southeast, a front moved across Tasmania today, and it will move across Victoria overnight, but it will travel quite rapidly out to the east. And that means it will be clear across the state on Friday before a weak front moves in on Saturday, although showers will be confined to coastal areas. And on Sunday, strong northerly winds will keep those showers at bay. Around Australia tomorrow, it will be sunny in Brisbane and 21 degrees, partly cloudy in Sydney, 17, showers for Canberra, Hobart, Adelaide and Perth, and partly cloudy in Darwin. In Victoria tomorrow, showers will be concentrated in the central and eastern regions, and it will be very very windy across Bass Strait, so gale warnings are in place right across the coast. Showers will move in across the suburbs tomorrow morning, heavier in the southeast, but they will clear around lunchtime. Temperatures will be around 3 degrees lower than today. In the city, we'll get down to 9 and there won't be much sun around, so only warming up to 13. And it will be the early part of the day when we see those showers. Up to 5 millimetres is forecast. And no, it isn't a mistake. 13 is forecast for each and every one of the next 7 days. On Friday, showers will have cleared, so a partly cloudy day. Cold though, getting down to 6 degrees. Another chilly one on Saturday and a few clouds hanging around. Just a very slight chance of a shower in the southeast. Sunday will be dry, but again, it will be a cold night, 6 degrees. Showers on Monday, but just a few millimetres. They'll continue on Tuesday, just a couple of millimetres. And on Wednesday, we'll see some sunshine and 13 again. So while it will be mild overnight, we're in for a cold day, a low of 9 with showers clearing by early afternoon, and the chance of local hail will reach a top of 13. And I'm looking forward to those showers tomorrow. We certainly need it, Pete.
We certainly do. It's been very dry. Thank you, Livinia. And Melbourne, that's what's news this Wednesday. Stay up to date, 9news.com.au. Enjoy your evening and good night.